The brother coming now will discuss a serious matter. It is always nice, proper, and fitting to do the correct thing at the correct time. And this is the correct time to introduce you to Michael Osuna. So, without further ado, put your hands together for Sugar. 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 Hello.
Good evening and welcome to Kitchy's Review. I don't own a TV station. I don't get their play on the radio. The only time the nation does hear me is when I sing on the Marsh Grass Show. All them Hindus, they criticize me because I call a name in my song. Even Edison Isaac was against me, so he gave me stick prowler the crown. But even though they chastise me, they can't take away this voice. It is very plain to see that I am the people's choice. And I'm going to jam them hard anytime they cross the line. Common sense must tell them this stage is mine. So when Carlos John told me that I couldn't appear on the show because of my contribution in song, I'm ready to go. He told me the savannah would be filled with dignitary, and they couldn't hire me to embarrass the lady. He said what they want was people who could fill the night with joy. So they hire puppet master to come and sing Bounty Boy. So when they choose puppet master in front me, I didn't get vexed, because I don't know me prime minister love sex. Ding, 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 ding. Boy, try and understand. I want you to work for your money, but I can't disobey the man. He pretend to be sympathetic. Apologize, raise and shake me.
A pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
In concert and told them.
And how are we doing this afternoon?
Me off the program. But I told him straight to face in case all you want to know.
I know some of you guys might be saying I started a little bit late.
To be no part.
If you looked at the release,
the marsh
said that the program would start at 6:15, right?
That fan they made a statement most blatantly, saying men like me can't spend taxpayers' money.
I hope many of you all would have had themselves a wonderful good day.
But Satmaraj racial like hell and we know he hate.
And that we're ready for another class in session program.
This taxpayers' money does finance the Mahasabha. For I to work and earn money from the state.
I hope everybody
but I am at
on my Facebook, YouTube page would have had themselves a good day.
We roads in a
go ahead right now.
Most of the time was
and tag somebody. Let them know that Royalty James is on.
And lights for your family in India. Like they want me to apply for political refugee. But it would take more than them to run me from this country.
The persons that are already on my Facebook page, those on my YouTube page, God's blessings and good evening. We're going to have another evening. Political conversation, social conversation.
The truth is always offending. The old people, they always say so. They continue doing the wrong thing and don't want the public know. Whenever they address this nation, they do it with a sincere tone. But if you check them under the surface, they all corrupt to the bone. Big corruption at NP up to now, they may do a thing.
So we're not going to take too much of Sugar Alu this evening. We are going to jump straight into the conversation. We are going to jump straight into what we're here to speak about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, here's what I'm doing. This evening, I said to myself, listen to me. I am not going to tell you guys much, right? In terms of what I want to say off my head, right? So at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, of this evening's program, I would have done some intense research. And having looked through Facebook and other areas, I realized that many of you are supporters. You all are still out there and arguing and still having conversation of irrelevance with a lot of the persons that support the other side. All right? And I want to break you guys off from that. All right? But let me just read this from the Facebook page by Let the Truth Be Told, One Voice. And that status was placed up just about 58 minutes ago, right? We have some information that may shock you, right? It says government revenue from the Citizen by Investment Program for the year 2023 was 382.2 million, according to the monthly fiscal report as published by the Ministry of Finance on its website, and not $1.13 billion. Let me take that again. Government revenue from the Citizen by Investment Program for the year 2023 was $382.2 million, according to the monthly fiscal report as published by the Ministry of Finance on its website, and it is not $1.13 billion as we all heard. Tell Deacon and Cornwall, come clean and stop telling lies. What is the true figure? What Dr. Mitchell said in the last budget report, again, he said when he see figures, what has happened to him? He said figures does make him feel sweet. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, we have some numbers that are adding up. And we are going to continue to ask questions concerning this, because we're getting some numbers, as they say, the maths don't mathsing, ladies and gentlemen. The maths isn't mathsing. Notwithstanding that, we still continue to have discrepancies when it comes to the conversation of the monies spent for 50th year of anniversary celebration. So there's a lot of numbers that we continue to get from this administration. A lot of numbers we see. As I tell you guys very early, they like headline. They like when they put it up and everybody about what? That song real good. But ladies and gentlemen, facts is facts. Truth is truth. No. Somebody said they went and picked mango. Whatever mangoes you get, please bring for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going further. Now, I'm taking you back to yesterday's program. Remember on yesterday's program, there was a clipping that I played coming from the Talking Point program. You understand me? Yeah, brother. Somebody saying, he said that number is that number actually came from the government of Grenada. Let me get my phone. Che, because I like to, you see people, when you ask questions within the classroom and we give you figures, we don't give you figures based on feelings. So I have my good friend Che's number. So, and I have his contact. So Che, let me immediately send you the information. So you don't say that we would have falsified any information. And that's how we deal with them people. That is the classroom for you. Because we deal with figures, and when we get figures and you ask questions, we want to ensure that we could speak to you immediately that you ask the question. So Che, let me assist you immediately, now that you would have asked the question, that whether or not the information came from the government of Grenada. We don't want to falsify any information. So Che, if you check your Facebook Messenger right now, the information was just sent to you. And a breakdown from January to December, all the information has been sent to you, my dear brother. All right? So if you have any further questions, you can refer it to the Government of Grenada financial website page, because they are the ones who made it available to us. You understand me? And I'm happy. Well, I'm noticing that you already read it. Good. So you can go to the information. That is what the classroom is about. You ask a question, we give you the answer immediately. Right? Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday's program, I played a clip from the Talking Point program. And we continue to ensure that when we give information, ladies and gentlemen, to the general public, we want to ensure that the other side don't take it and make you all believe that things have not been happening. You understand me? So let me just play that clip again for you guys.
Yeah. You know, I want to play
so we're going
something.
We're going to speak it up a little bit.
The nation faces at 2 years.
Let me go back.
Here, you understand?
Listen to this.
That this administration is just about 2 years in its making.
Yeah.
And all of the challenges that, you know, the nation faces at this point, you must ask yourself the question, what was happening over the past 25 years? No, seriously.
Yeah.
And we could also ask ourselves the question.
Now remember that clip yesterday. And the dear brother Forrester went on to speak as it relates to water and water conservation and what government has not done. Now what he asked, what have been happening for the past 25 years? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can bring to you light information that I believe that Mr. Forrester might be playing, how we say in local terminology, dotish. Because that's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. They just play dotish. So we're going to give you information this evening that would aid in you knowing what was being done. Let me start to go to the information so I would help you. Right? It says here, a groundbreaking, and I'm reading from the Nawasa Grenada page, that was on September 21st, 2023. Right? And I'm just going to read a little piece in it, and I'll be doing a little reading today, so bear with me. The groundbreaking $125 million investment, signifying a comprehensive approach to mitigating two critical climate risks and vulnerabilities in Grenada, namely fresh water availability and disaster preparedness, has commenced with the turning of the sword. All right? He says Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell delivered the keynote address at the event, which took place at Maribo, right? The ceremony drew the presence of such and such other, and so on, and we go on and we go on. Right? Now, this is a project, ladies and gentlemen. The sword turning took place last year. Right? Somebody, oh wait, Che want to rephrase. Che is rephrase. He said, okay, let me rephrase. Who did the $1 million take came from? You asking that still? So somebody on social media, Che, just came out of the blues and simply said that government would have made $1 million. It came from government. It is government's information, and if you want that information too, we can assist you with that information. You understand me? But anyway, let me get back to it. Because Brother Forrester would have asked what has been happening for the past 25 years. And so he spoke as it relates to water and fresh water, and he went on and on. I don't know how many of you all heard it yesterday, or you all want me to play it over. If you all want me to play it over, just indicate. Let me indicate. Let me play it over, because I guess some of you all were not here yesterday and did not hear it. Right? Let me go back to it and let me play.
Tonight. Yeah.
Let me go on.
I digress.
Continue to have water shortage problems
Right.
year in, year out. Over.
Let me go back.
No, seriously. Weeks.
And we could also ask ourselves the question, where were you during those 25 years? But I
So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring it to, somebody saying play it over, please. I want to bring it to light as it relates to what we're speaking to, right? Brother Forrester mentioning that the past administration and for the past 25 years, or he stated what was really going on in Grenada, and that we had water shortage problems, year in, year out. And yesterday we brought to light that from 2015 to 2017, although he stated that he believed nothing was happening in terms of developing the water and the water storages, he, Mr. Forrester at the time, was the person in charge of the director of boards or the director of the Nawasa board. For 2 years, in the 25 years, he mentioned that he asked what was happening. So we brought that to light. All right? We want to bring some more information to you. So that is what we're getting at with Brother Forrester here this evening, because we want to ensure that the information that he gives us is accurate. It goes on, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm reading another piece here. It says, the G Crew project described as visionary and transformative, a project which started in 2016. A project which started in 2016. Today we saw the official launch of the water installation project, costing over $125 million. Thanks to the team at Nawasa, leading by the outgoing general manager, for ensuring that the project is a reality. I am happy that St. Andrews Northeast stand to benefit. Pipes will be laid from Maribo to Tivoli, ensuring a reliable supply of water in various communities. So when you hear Brother Forrester and them running their mouth, and we can pull information like this, it goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that all let us do is open their mouth and talk for the bread and butter. The information goes on further to say that the general manager who spoke, he said by the end of the third quarter of 2019, work would have commenced under the G Crew project funded by Green Climate Funding. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear Forrester and them speaking, turn all the radio and TV off. Because they are the ones, they're quite aware, they know all the information. The information is in their footsteps. But to ensure that they talk for their bread and butter, they would come to the people and lie if they have to. Ladies and gentlemen, they would lie if they have to. And that is a fact. Because at the end of the day, they want the other side, and they believe that the only intention is to make the past administration look bad. You understand me? That is the intention. So whenever they come with their information, whenever they speak on their information, the facts are there to show. He can run from that. That is in black and white. This is not on the NNP page. This is on the Nawasa Grenada page. And you see in years of 2016 and 2019 being brought up, not by Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister Dr. Mitchell, or by a Minister of Government that's seated in office. No. You're looking at those pages. These are coming out. There's another clip that came from, I think, the Grenada Development Bank. Let me see if I could get it up for you guys.
One of the major challenges facing Nawasa is water storage.
Right.
Under the Climate Resilience Water Sector in Grenada GCRIS project, storage tanks similar to this one located at Nawasa's laboratory will be constructed. A total of 10 water storage systems will be built across the state of Grenada, increased storage capacity that will alleviate the strain on.
So when you hear Forrester and them take it to the radio and other social media platform and talking the cackapool, fear not to jot them to those information. The signature was placed on the documentation for $125 million for those dams to be built and reconstructed. Listen to it.
Laboratory will be constructed. A total of 10 water storage systems will be built across the state of.
You hear it yourself. This is not a paid political announcement. This wasn't a paid political announcement. This is not on the NNP website. But you see, we just have to bring to light to them, because we're getting the information to where even at the same Sartonin, where the Prime Minister now, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, would have congratulated the past administration for ensuring that that project was a reality. So don't worry, we go get our hand on that tape just now, because we want to not just speak things. We don't just want to speak things. We want to ensure that when we give all you the information, we give all you the information most factually. And not just because, we hate them and we don't like them. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, bring information to them. And as I said, I'm doing a lot of reading today. Going into me Bible of information for them today. So when they spoke on issues that stated what was happening in Grenada for how much and how much years and nothing was being done, let me read for you again. I'm not so bright, but I know how to spell. This, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Global Property Guide. This was published on September 21st, 2016. It says, Grenada housing market grew significantly in 2015, and this positive trend is expected to continue in 2016. This is information that was being made public, not NNP again. As I stated, they are not the ones that are placing it there. They are not the ones. This was housing. This was housing in Grenada. Let me go on. Let me go on, ladies and gentlemen. I want to ensure that when I'm reading, I'm not being blocked. Like my phone just gives me a little bardy. Right? Let me go on to the information that I want to get to you guys. Right. We're going on. And this here is a simple breakdown of the country. This information here, published. And I am reading this one to show that when the new National Party took office in 2013, and if I remember clearly, it was February of 2013 when we took office. Right? The published that I'm reading, they said 30 years later, Grenada emerges as leader on sustainable development. This is information, ladies and gentlemen, that are there so that persons can go and look at it for yourself. It goes on to say Grenada, long known as the Spice Isle for its large-scale export of nutmeg and mace, has shifted to a largely surface-based openly economy over the past 2 decades. Who was there then? The island's agriculture spice sector was largely destroyed by Hurricane Ivan and Everly, furthering the economy increased resilience on its tourism sector and its main drive to economic growth. It goes on to say, despite Grenada's recent improvement and its impressive ability to rebound from devastating effects of hurricanes, the nation faces a sustainable debt from the rebuilding process. This is not the NNP's page. Go look at it for yourself. And I want to read the conclusion because I don't want to read the whole thing for you all to get bored. Despite the region's economic, political, social transformation, Caribbean nations remain unable to showcase their development. Who's forward-looking in, he said, will Grenada efforts established towards establishing its growth will happen. This is, ladies and gentlemen, in 2013. This is not NNP's information. This is not what NNP made public. So whenever they come to you with information that ask and speak to, what was done within the past few years, don't fret to give them. it goes on to health. Because they say what? We had one of the worst health system in Grenada going on. I'm reading this one now from PAO. And it's a long thing. Because when you see me, when I'm researching, I research well. So I want to ensure that I get to the one that I want you all to. Right. Health situation in Grenada. They say in Grenada 2020, there was a total of 128 cases of COVID-19. In 2021, it grew significantly. Despite this country, hear that? Despite the country's pandemic effect, the manner in creating the health and sustainability for the country is one of the best recorded throughout the Caribbean. One of the best recorded throughout the Caribbean. Power information, ladies and gentlemen. Go and look for it. Go and look for it. This is information concerning health in Grenada. And I just read that little piece for you guys. The information that they continue to give you is that nothing has been done. What has been done? Nothing. Nothing has been done. But there are information that continue to surface as it relates to what is going on within our nation. And as the wider world continue and would have been seeing our development within states. The question posed, ladies and gentlemen, to the National Democratic Congress at this stage, after facing how many days before the 2 years? What have you guys done? What can we point our finger to as it relates to good or great development in Grenada by this administration? Now, let me tell all you something. And all the run, you hear they run them out on the NNP. The fact of the matter is, and I remember telling you guys that the last time, yes, an election cycle is 5 years. But you can safely say, in order to judge any form of administration, always pay attention to the first 2 years. Because what would happen in the upcoming years, they would try their very best to start spending some loose money. Because all you hear, they run them out on NNP and say, oh, NNP signed thing and NNP signed this to make political gimmicks. If you look at the trajectory at this stage, anything that comes up for the next 2 years, we can safely say it is propaganda. We can safely say, ladies and gentlemen, it is political gimmicks, not propaganda, but political gimmicks. Because you cannot say to me that you came into office mentioning to a nation that nothing has been done, nothing was done, but still heading into 2 years, nothing can be done by you. Because if a man telling me, oh boy, well, you're not doing nothing, you're not good at this and you're not good at that, and I give you the opportunity to make it better, and when you get there, you're as equal or worse than I am, then what I give you the work for? What did I give you the job for? See, somebody have a nice piece of information here and I want to read it. He said Terry has shown how shallow he is. All right, Terry and them, man. Terry and them singing for the bread. Shallow he is, and he needs to be challenged on the utterance about Nawasa. I'm glad you bring up that. That were beating him for the next 2 days. About Nawasa and its plans over the last 25 years. Seems like anytime these guys, he says, it seems like anytime these guys jump over from NNP to NDC, they get worse than they were as of the political futures, right? They all degrade into political nothingness and finally get relegated to the political cemetery. Facts. I want them to name one of them who jumped over into the NDC and made a significant stride politically. And I ask you the same question. I want to ask the same question. Because many of them, watch them, think about their positions when they were part of the new National Party. And watch some of their positions now. Look at their positions now. As I say, imagine number 10, she co-minister, leave the state and they still don't want to give her the Minister of Health. They have never elevated. Look at it. I tell you, listen to me. Sometimes we have to look at people, you know. Sometimes we have to look at people. Look at, we saw some pictures being made available in recent days or about a week ago, where Miss Delma, Miss Clarice, Miss Modeste, Miss Lewis, and Miss Pierre is in a forum. What I can't tell them. What deportment? What look? Look at how they look. Look at how they look. Look at the deportment as a senior female politicians within our state. And then when you see our dear sister nowadays, the kind of thing she posting, you have to wonder if one of she children thief she phone. Picture where she kissing she husband, like we don't expect that to happen. Posting she picture where she husband running in sports, where she singing in church and head day in air. Nothing on the page, nothing on the page. Nothing. Because you have nothing to produce. Go on the pages. I have friend. I have them as friend. I'm going on the page for all you. I'll go on the page for all you and I could tell all you from what all that is there. Maybe she may block me after this one. Go on the pages. See whatever productive is happening on the page. On the page. First thing, PM visit locally owned hardware store M&M amidst national construction bomb and he celebrate 25 years existence. He visit. She have it on she page. What significance is that to the development of the state? Goes on, what is that? There is a meeting by the minister when he was in social community development. You have a next one where she climbing a step. I don't know where she going. Community request assistance to replace 2 toilets. Did she do a video where she did a video in police sports? More police sports. She sit down by the side of the road. Nothing. Nothing of substance. Nothing. Nothing. Go on the page. Go on the page. Go on the page. Nothing where, oh, we do that for our community and this is a development. This is a new project. This is something that we realize within the community and we do. Go on the page. Watch, Papi show. Watch. She done somebody's birthday. She's telling somebody happy birthday. She's talking somewhere. The opening ceremony of the launch of a health, wealth, mindness campaign at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Nothing. I thought she went into this to develop our constituency. Where is it? Where is it? Nothing. So when you go on the page, there is nothing. Go on all the ministries. Take the time off during the day and go on the ministerial pages. Go and look at them. Only we sign this and we sign that and we visit that and we go there and we talk that. Like that will help the poor people of this country to put food on their table. Sign and gala and plane and ride and we going so on. They dancing in parties so on. An administration that failed to understand the core for people's development here is our economic growth. Economic growth. That is what you need. The everyday thing that propels this economy. The man by the side of the road selling and somebody come and buy. The rum shop, even if we just condemn it. The man selling that could at least come back and go every day. This is not happening. And when you talk to them, hey, yeah, we pay pension and we give teachers. What is the percentage of our public servants in the state? How many persons attend to benefit from one public servant getting an increase in payment? What is the conversation? What has been the wow as it relates to what they mentioned as it relates to pay grade? What is the wow? What has been the wow to pension payments? You look at our economy and you see anything boosting? Well, I'm coming to Brother Ron, you know. What are you seeing propelling every day, ladies and gentlemen? That is how you look at economic growth. Where you see they're so high up. They're so high up, they're not even coming on the ground to understand the layman's man needs. The most senior politician within the government, Papi Show. Papi Show. We wondering who holding who hand. And what is even frightening, ladies and gentlemen, they don't come and address nothing. Eh? These people don't talk to nobody about nothing. They're doing what they want when they want. They are doing what they want and when they want. Even the sitting of parliament today, I understand, well, opposition went inside there blindly. They were unaware what the sitting was even about. Somebody maybe getting information last night. These people are playing with the core of a political integrity in Grenada. And if you don't see it now, sooner or later you will. And then you have a bunch of supporters that are ignorant as they are, not understanding the whole integration of a togetherness for our development. You have little children in government. Little children that are loose. Loose. Poor financial management. The assistants are not even assisting. And you look at so many places. So many places, and you're asking, who's running this place? Who's doing these things? Who's doing these things? Who's responsible for saying, no, that is not to be done this way. Let me try this way. And when the opposition speak, when programs like this is being held, they come and they bombard. Oh, I don't like the government. I want to see the government fail. But the government is failing. And we're simply identifying those mistakes as they go along. Because there is more to come. There is much more to come. Because we live in a society whereby you're noticing persons are just yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. Individual called me and spoke as it relates to so many things. Let me address the issue on Wall Street. Having gotten information that the group on Wall Street, they have a board. So persons that are wanting to come and sell and so on, the board would be given names and they would vet the person whether or not the Ministry of Health would have given them a badge or okay to sell on Wall Street or so on or so forth, would be given. No, a meeting was held with them by Minister Andy Williams, a parliamentary representative, and they did let him know as it relates to the procedure. Now, persons are just going on Wall Street and sell. And when you ask them, well, how did you get here? By the board or the organization, they say, Mr. Williams sent me. And when communication is made with him, he's not giving a response. And beating his chest and telling them he's the parliamentary representative. You're the parliamentary representative, but there's a board involved. And ladies and gentlemen, this involves food preparation. So if the board has a procedure as it relates to you getting a medical badge and knowing what you're producing or what is it that you're coming with is important. So you, Mr. Minister, a parliamentary representative, who's not ministerial position, is not even part of this. You can just be sending people on Wall Street and sell. Person just ending up on Wall Street. And they're selling this and they're selling that. No regards. No regards to the board that has already been there and established. Come on now, man. Contracts are being taken from individuals with no replacement. We have the information. Contracts, after 2 years, there is still victimization on the basis or the belief that an individual is an NNP. Still in Grenada. What is there to be frightened about? You're in power and you're still scared. What are you scared about? Persons are reaching out to their superiors as it relates to not receiving payments, month, twice, fortnightly, however, they're not getting payments. They're telling them to wait, they're waiting, and they continue to wait. When you come back to them, the supervisors believe like you're annoying them. Person's salary, they're showing up to work every day. They're not receiving any salary. They're bringing the information to you, and you still want to bully them. You still want to bully them on the belief like they should not have spoken to you about that. Come on. Come on. If it's that Grenada that Grenada is coming to, I don't want to be a part of that Grenada. One needs to respect one's opinion. Simple as everyday preacher. Ask them. Be in a conversation with one of the supporters. And they realize they can't win the argument or the conversation, you hear this at the course. I'm in a conversation with some individuals by the market square the other day. And we're talking politics. And an individual just passed status course. Status. Get on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you all who don't know that side of me, I'm malive when already. I'm malive bad when already. So I go straight into my Victoria behavioral pattern. And according to old people, I give her she clothes. I wash her, rinse and hang up. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I just tell them. You see your Facebook thing, you go, yeah, your page, you could say and do whatever you want. But you see when we meet in public, I'm going to give you what I have to give you, what is on my mind. And some of them know that. So all when they do, they bad on Facebook. They passing me every day. We sit on the same side on the bus. They watching me. They passing in the vehicle. And have nothing to say to me. But when they reach on Facebook, all kind of thing they have to say. Because they know if they meet me in the public and they mention anything, I go straight into malicious behavior. Because I'm malive bad. And they know that. They're quite aware. So hence the reason why you see when they're on Facebook and all these things and them, I say, no, don't respond to them. Because if you're willing to have education or democratic education in a state, it is okay. It is okay. Me and you cannot be, we don't have to be on the same line. Democratically, we could be on different side of the fence. We could be on different side of the fence. They have to friend me out in public. Because you see, they sit down behind the keyboard and they writing all kind of things and they typing and they getting likes and so on. So when they're on Facebook and they say something, they getting like and they this and they that. But when they meet me on the street, they passing me, good morning, sir, good evening, sir. Hey, bro, James, what's going on? And I know them and I'm waving them. They fake and I'm more fake. So don't worry them. They have nothing. They are nothing. They can produce nothing. So whenever they bring their information and I can bring facts to them and they have nothing, they turn to nothing. Because they can produce nothing. If you can say to me, then, okay, we had that or we did that, and they could hush me up, then fine. But there is nothing you can produce. Nothing you can say. And you see some of them when they back against the wall, they like dog. All they doing is messing and peeing. All they could do is mess and pee. They're going to hold, when people say you can't have dog. Ladies and gentlemen, the facts are there. This is today's program. I'm trying to implore, especially to our NNP supporters, stop this lackadaisical conversation. This conversation that has nothing to it. Stop making them pull all you out. Whenever they speak and we get the information, you see, Brother Terrence? Yeah, he had a nice conversation. And then, dum there on the beside him and the ball in yeah, there's all the ball. And then we could bring to light, he were asking, nothing happened in 25 years. But he was on the board within that 25 years. Within the 25 years, $125 million for dams to be built around the state. He wouldn't make that public. Because why? They're just wicked. They're just wicked. This, ladies and gentlemen, is just malicious. You believe that Terrence Forrester is not aware that this monies and this bill was signed and this sword was done? You feel he don't know? He know. But you see, when you are at this age, unlike how they just tell Dr. Mitchell go home, you see, Dr. Mitchell could afford to go home and rest. Because you see, financially, he's well. So nobody can give him a contract, a year contract, a 2 years contract to hush him up. But you see them, they're still singing for the bread and butter. Equal age or companion to Dr. Mitchell. And look at the standard at this stage in this country. A man that could walk into any audience with Dr. Mitchell going whining, they can't go there praying. But they sit in some of them old self. Them old, look at them. When you go on the Facebook page and you see them, they taking a picture with grandchildren. But they want Dr. Mitchell go home and forget politics. But they sit down behind technological aged, built things that Dr. Mitchell could still use and could still buy and give them or lend them. But they want Dr. Mitchell go. He not. I wish he'd go. I wish the next convention we put him back there again. They all head hot all you. But he decided he's not staying. He decided he's not. So he's going to leave. And whenever he does that, I'm going to see the greatest send-off in this world. You all are going to see this greatest send-off. And brace yourself for that. All you calling for Dr. Mitchell Day to go. The day that another leader is elected or elected within this administration, you are going to see the greatest send-off you have ever seen in the history of politics through the world. Because that night, I'll go see fireworks, I'll go see rocket, I'll go see plane, I'll go all kind of thing. I'll see that. The day this gentleman's political career is finally gone to rest, you all could never and will never have a send-off like this. Somebody telling me take it easy, not. Because you see, I tell you, when they flame you, you have to send out the fire. Somebody say, we will talk about those who thief money from the airport and run to America. We will talk about who wanted diplomatic passport and didn't get, so he vexed. We will talk about everything. Don't worry them. They know better than you and they know better than me. But we're not going to do this character assassination. It is not important. It is not healthy, ladies and gentlemen. Democracy is for everybody. Once you're eligible to cast a ballot, it is your right. Unlike what governs the public service, it is your right. It is your right, ladies and gentlemen, to say, I support this side or I support that side. And if individuals are going to be castigating you for saying that, it don't make sense. Listen to them. Listen to my program. Listen to Sheldon's program. Listen to Mr. Pierce's program. Listen to Brother Carl's program. Listen to Sister Jenny's program. And reflect on the years Dr. Mitchell sat as Prime Minister. Listen to the manner in which we address ministers of government. Listen to the manner in which we bring across our programs. Think about how they used to do it. The names that they used to call ministers of government, officials of the state. things that they used to say, manner in which they carried out themselves, the things they displayed on their programs and all of the things. You see that happening here and now? You see that happening here and now? It won't happen. We will never drop our standard to this because we respect democratically the positions of individuals. The Prime Minister, Minister of Government, Senator, whomever it is. We are displeased with things that are happening. We don't hate you. Here's the reason why some of you all, as I said before, don't get from my program as it relates to the fled allegations of the affiliation of who is homosexual from who is not. That is not our business. That doesn't change when an individual goes to the ballot to change anything. They call Dr. Mitchell Lateef for all these years, and persons voted him. So whenever we're judging individuals, we judge them on the performance of their ministerial portfolio. Character assassination does nothing. Hence the reason why I tell them nowadays when they say, oh, but you move there, you use a whole police, you use a thief. I say to them, my mentor is Andy Williams. My mentor is Andy Williams. If you call me a thief, my mentor. I still have the faith that someday I'll be a minister of government, even if you call me a thief. Because we have a minister of government today whose track record shows that he and Miss Howard Cat, his family, he's sitting high and mighty collecting thousands of dollars. So who is me? Who is me? Me time go come. I go and sign, and I will come outside and cry, and then people vote for me. And then I start to paint the place. Up and down, I paint it. Getting deputy prime minister. So, why should I give up on talking? The individual, they say thief boxers. The boxers is what? $5, $7? That one is their thief boxers and taking the police force. The man thief thousands. Thousands and he become minister. So if I thief boxers and think, well, I go be Gigi. I looking to be the governor general. So fear not, ladies and gentlemen. Today's program, and I'm going through Facebook. And I said today's program, I didn't even plan the program because I said, I want to come and speak from my heart because I'm seeing it happening too much. I'm seeing it happening too much. We are giving too much of these people our attention. And when you go and you look at the track record, you understand me? You would realize that, it's not good. They say a beggy too. Right? They say a beggy. The man have a whole program, he does tell people call and pledge. What he doing? They say a beggy too. To a begging. But man have a whole program. He having gala, he traveling. You understand? So, I don't know. So, they could do it. But when you do it, you're wrong. You understand me? NDC don't have enough money to buy me. NNP is in me on my passport. It's stamped on my board paper. NNP. Supporter of the New National Party. And that doesn't end. Alright? Somebody asked if Carnival lunch already. Yeah. See two soca artists lunch Carnival today. That was more exciting than Carnival lunch. However, ladies and gentlemen, management would have asked that I test my song, meaning my phone calls. Alright? Whether or not you want to call in and share some information, or you just want to call and say good evening, we just want to test our phone lines, right? Still on WhatsApp, 5365843. You can call in, and we just want to test the system in terms of phone calls and so on and so forth. So if you want to be brave and just call and say hi or good evening or just wish everybody well, you can do so now. We're going to just take at least the next 2 minutes. We would not stick too long, but we just want to ensure that we, as I said, we would have upgraded the system somewhat, and we just want to know whether or not that aspect is working well. Yeah? So I don't know if anybody wants to call in just to say hello or hi, or you want me to call somebody. Can I call somebody? I have some of your number. But we want you guys to call in, and just give us a little feedback, maybe as it relates to, because as I said, we would have upgraded a lot of things. We still have just about 2 little things to do, but it's nothing that we can't do. All right. So we have our first call. A pleasant good evening to you, caller, and how are you?
I'm fine, and how are you?
I am doing well. So you're hearing me very well from your end.
Yes, I am.
All right, all right. So you're having a good
I
evening.
quick question.
Quick
Yes, a
question.
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The MP for St. John's is here or
The,
not?
if the MP is here for St. John's, oh, she got cut off or something like that. Somebody else was calling while she was calling. That's what happened. I don't know, and that's not supposed to happen. If somebody else is calling, we're not supposed to have the caller cut off. All right. So you see, it's good that we would have identified that. So caller, you can call back, right? So it has been asked whether or not the MP is here. That I cannot give a straight answer. I don't know whether or not the MP for St. John's is in the island. I don't know if anybody have the information. And so if you do have the information, then somebody's making me laugh. Yeah, so if you have the information, then maybe you can let us know. But as of my information, I don't think that I have that information. That person is calling me. I'm getting them on the WhatsApp phone, but I'm not seeing it showing up on my system. I don't know why, but however this is happening, I don't know why. So you see, so management may need to look into this. I'm getting the phone call actually on my phone, but however I'm not seeing that bit of information coming up, like, popping up on my screen. So I don't know. I was just speaking to that caller, and then it cut off. All right. So I wonder if that's the person that was calling. Let me try calling my brother. I don't know. A pleasant good evening to you, caller, and how are you?
Good afternoon. I was just testing out the call as you were saying.
Yeah, all right. So we got you.
Yeah, hearing you clear and thing now.
All right. So whenever you're calling, just low. I'm hearing myself echoing. So if you're hearing me, then that is what we want. Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're getting that connection straight. You actually gained me from the other side. Somebody stating that they saw the parliamentary representative in Parliament today. I believe every representative is here because Parliament was seated today. So I want to believe, yeah, they actually had all persons here to have the seating. All right. So she's usually with the commoners. I like that. I like that individual, man. Good evening to you, Agnes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So it seems like we're getting a good system. We are actually getting onto the other side, and we will not have those issues in terms of persons calling and not getting through, because once we identify those issues, we are going to rectify it. All right. We are also working on actually a landline so that you guys can call in, because we know some persons you would like to use the landline also. I don't know. I want somebody from the diaspora call us. Is there anybody here from the diaspora that could maybe reach out to us? 536-5843 also. So if we want to test all lines, locally, internationally, So to the caller who called earlier on, we want to believe that the MP is actually on island. I think of visiting hours for the end of June is going to be plenty. You're going to see her for a lot at the end of June because it's Fisherman's birthday. And she outside like wet clothes. So if you guys want to see the MP for St. John's, I can assure you that this mountain, she's going to be there. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we jump into some information now. Don't forget on Father's Day, St. Mark's constituency branch, they will be having a Father's Day fun day at the Alston George playing field. So too the Budge Grove constituency group, they too will be having a Father's Day event that's at the Palms in Budge Grove. So don't forget to go be a part of this one, all right? More information to be disseminated. We also have a fundraising activity, ladies and gentlemen. That fundraising activity will be on the 8th of June in Hope. The Mint, they say that's the Blue Building opposite Cutie's Bar. It is a breakfast, a fundraising breakfast. It is for a worthy cause, so we're asking persons to please support that worthy cause. All right, so go be a part of this one also. Other information, don't forget Brendan on Father's Day, he presents his Father's Day boat ride. So Brendan Trent's promotion presents on Sunday, June 16th, 2024. His day cruise $70, Grandfather's Day. You have DJ Fishman, Carl and Kyle, DJ Smiley, Blackstorm, Graphic Song, Bomb Squad, and 473 Rulers. Boarding time 1 p.m. and boat leaves at 2. All right, you can get your tickets at Brandon and the Bus Terminus and Chucky's Bar in St. George's, also on Go to Fet. All right, he's also on the 29th. He's going to have his birthday bash and Northeast Rulers mass band launch. That would be at the Vendome Community Center. Free food and drinks would be on sale. Young Song would be one of the artists there that will be performing. All right, Trending Nails, my good friend, good evening to you, Kazira. Pedicure course, they're presenting a pedicure course that is only $500 from September 7th and 8th, 2024. That would be from 9 to 12. The place to be announced, so stay tuned. It'll be happening in September. The instructor on that course would be Onelia Skinner, a certified technician, nail technician. You can call 449-9707 for more information. They are having pedicure kits included, 50% deposit to register, 2 days training, and limited spots are available. All right, so the persons that are wanting to be nail techs, take and be a part of this one. All right, we will see if the classroom could maybe sponsor somebody for that. I got to speak to the promoter, to the person doing the event. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, so to the many of you all, Big Things Promotions and Fishman Song System, they present a Father's Night Out. That's a traffic light disco. That 3 big selectors, doors open at 9. You get an opportunity to win prizes also at the door. That would be on June 15th. All right, so go be a part of this one. D&D Sports Bar, grand opening by Sailors Promotion. They're opposite at Grandlands. Located in Grandlands, opposite the post office. All right, so don't forget to be a part of this one. That grand opening would be this month end, so go be a part of this one. And the grand event that will be happening for the new National Party comes up next month, and that's the information.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Grenada. Get ready as the new National Party invites all to its 40th anniversary fundraising bingo event. Sunday, July 14th from 5 p.m. at Victoria Park, Grenville. Over $100,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Imagine you can win a Suzuki Ignis hybrid car, $50,000 in cash, plus other fantastic prizes. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available island-wide. Don't miss it, or you might just see your neighbor driving a Suzuki Ignis. Sunday, July 14th, we're heading to Victoria Park in Grenville for the new National Party 40th Anniversary Fundraising Bingo.
This Saturday, June 8th, get ready as Shai presents his massive birthday celebration, his 50th birthday bash. Going down at Shai's Bar in Victoria, featuring top DJs and artists. The whole of Grenada will be coming to this massive event, powered by Shai's Eno Sound System and Spartan Sound. Free food all day, and the action starts from 8 p.m. It's Shai's birthday bash at Shai's Bar in Victoria this Saturday, June 8th. Make this a day. Sponsored by Carib, Black's Coat Rum, and Duty Free Caribbean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is one to be a part of, all right? So a lot of events, and you can go out and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, for all your advertising needs also, you can check out partygrenada.com also. You know, my platform is just a little platform, but if you want to do proper advertisement and so on, you can check out partygrenada.com, all right? My dear brother Nazim would be able to hook you up with something very nice as it relates to whatever advertising needs that you do have. So you can check out partygrenada.com also. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful evening. I know today was not that fiery. You understand me? Somebody saying they have a question besides NNP projects. What new projects is this government about to embark on? They seem to like wearing NNP hand me down. Tell them this time to get creative on their own. I like that one. Yeah, so we asked that question earlier and we're asking that question and continue to ask the question, because you see, they stated that we did nothing, absolutely nothing, but yet still we're realizing that all the projects that are still happening is projects where the new National Party would have actually started. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of the Class in Session program for another wonderful, wonderful evening. And definitely we will be back here again tomorrow to be able to give you more information so that you can be a part of the information that are disseminated here on a daily basis. All right, we want to big up my technical team and everyone that have been listening. Do have yourself a wonderful day. We get ready for the Talking Point program. Brother Sheldon is up next at 8. So go wash your face, brush your teeth, get a piece of bread, make some sandwich, go and turn off the pot and the fire and get ready for Sheldon's program. All right. Thank you for tuning in for another evening for Class in Session program. God's blessings to you. My name is Royalty James and sign out for another one, all right?
The brother coming now will discuss a serious matter. It is always nice, proper, and fitting to do the correct thing at the correct time. And this is the correct time to introduce you to Michael Osuna. So, without further ado, put your hands together for Sugar. 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 Hello.
Good evening and welcome to Kitchy's Review. I don't get a play on the radio. The only time the nation does hear me is when I sing on the Marsh Grass show. All them Hindus, they criticize me because I call a name in my song. Even Edison Isaac was against me, so he gave me stick Prowler the crown. But even though they chastise me, they can't take away this voice. It is very plain to see that I am the people's choice. And I'm going to jam them hard anytime they cross the line. Common sense must tell them this stage is mine. So when Carlos John told me that I couldn't appear on the show because of my contribution in song, I'm ready to go. He told me the savannah would be filled with dignitary, and they couldn't hire me to embarrass the lady. He said what they want was people who could fill the night with joy. So they hire puppet master to come and sing Bounty Boy. So when they choose puppet master in front me, I didn't get vexed, because I don't know me prime minister love sex.